Hello, this is Sandy with Sandy's Crafty Creation. This is day 2 of my January 2016 tutorial project, and we are working on my Christmas card book that we're using for my Christmas cards this year. So I have my papers cut. As I told you yesterday, these are 8 inches wide by 10.5 tall, so make sure that your direction is going this way because it's a long book. And we have our 2 chipboard pieces that are 6.5 wide by 9 inches tall, and we're going to wrap these 2 pieces independently. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wider score tape, save some time. If you have the 3/8 or 1/2 inch or whatever you have, that's fine. If you don't have the wider, I like the 1 inch sometimes to make it a little faster on some things. So I'm going to add the tape here. On this cover, and we'll do the same for the front and the back. Now if you want to save some on your score tape, just do the score tape around the edges here, and then you can use tape runner or ATG tape on the center part. Or glue. I prefer to use tape runner or score tape instead of the glue because sometimes it buckles on my papers. So I'm just going to burnish this. I have a couple of wrinkles here, but that's okay. It's wider stuff, I tend to do that. And then I'm going to add some ATG tape in between here on this space. Then I'm going to peel the backing off. And then we're going to take the sticky side down, and we're going to lay it on the back side and try to make it kind of even all the way around. So you have about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of paper sticking out all the way around, like that. Now I'm going to show you just on one, the front or the back, and then you will do the other one exactly the same. So on camera I'm just going to do one, and the other one I'll do off camera. The next thing I'm going to do is take my 3/8 inch tape, and I'm going to apply it to the patterned paper all along the perimeter of it. And then we're going to miter our corners. Burnish this down. And I'm going to go ahead and train these a little bit and see how this paper does. Sometimes the thinner paper works better than the really thick papers. And I'm going to take my big scissors, and I'm going to miter cut on the corners here about 1/8 of an inch from the tip of the corner of the chipboard. Now if you have the perfect ruler to do your corners, that's fine. Or you want to measure, that's fine. However is comfortable for you. Now I'm going to do my long sides first. I'm going to peel the tape backing off on one side. And I folded that to make sure it gets a nice crease, and I'm just going to fold that over and burnish it. And do the same for the other long side. Make sure it's folded and burnish it. And then for the mitering here, I'm going to take my bone folder and right along the edge of the chipboard, I'm going to press that paper down to get a nice little fold in there, and then I'm going to double check it and see how I like it, and that works good. So I'll peel this off, and I just fold it down, and we have a nice mitered corners. Same thing where this paper, the fold of this paper here comes over the end of the chipboard. Take your bone folder and just press that down right up against there so that it folds into that. Don't know if I can hold this up so you can see. So I have pressed this piece down into that. And then I always check it in case I need to trim a little bit off. Maybe just a little here. Not too much. Get that in there, and a little bit right here maybe. Okay, I like that. And we're going to peel this off, and we're going to fold it in and burnish. And that is either the front or the back. They're going to be the same, and they're completely wrapped because we have a finished edge. Though it doesn't really matter there, it's just easier when you're mattering to just go ahead and do the whole thing. So I'll do the second one off camera, and I'll be back to show you how to put them on the book. Both my front and back covers wrapped. The corners are mitered, and you'll see they look the same. So I'm going to take my book pages, the pages here, and I'm going to peel off the tape binding, the paperback tape backing. Sorry, can't even talk today. For the front of the book. And I'm going to fold it down so I have the sticky side up. And then I'm going to place this in the book along the folded edge of the cover, and try to even it out. So if you need to take a ruler and mark this, that's okay. Center it top to bottom the best you can, or like I said, mark it, and you want that hinge along the edge of your cover. And like I got mine off just a little bit here, so I'm moving it. And maybe on this end too. Not a whole bunch. Whoops, completely came off. So kind of hard on the camera where I can't see my head. So okay, then make sure you burnish it on the inside. Really good. Okay, that's the front cover on. So don't pay attention, make sure you're not putting this one upside down. So you want to do the same with the back cover. And this time you line up your covers to make sure they're even. Like that. Okay, so there's the book. It's got the pages in on each side of the spine. And we're ready to add the inside covers. Now I know this isn't as wide as this other book, but I think that's going to be okay. It's because I have the smaller hinges, I think. Also, if you want to have a little more space, you can put your pattern papers and pages and cards in before you add the covers. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my inside sheets, and I'm just going to use my ATG gun on this. And pay attention that I want the right direction, and I can measure these real quick again for you. I gave those to the measurements to you yesterday. And these are 6 wide by 8 3/4 long. So they just fit right over this, like this. And then the other in the back. And we are ready to start adding in papers and cards and pockets into our book for tomorrow. So check back tomorrow for day 3. Thanks. Bye-bye.